mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't make me slide up on you, no electric. Block and hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text and listen.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then put it in a lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, that don't die time.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 20 carries, 75 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, check that.
Running right, this is Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
On 1st and 10, Miles. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Let's go now.
56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Back to throw. Miles. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Red, yellow, ready.
Ritter to throw it. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
White, Eagle blue.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Black shot. Ultra. Go Ultra.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Steal, check, steal.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Trouble, 38.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Blue strike. Ready.
Here's Ritter. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here's Kyren Williams running out for another possession. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Reek Woolen.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yellow, line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Set, cut.
Walker now on 1st and 10. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Set,
2nd and 5.
set, go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Set.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yellow. Set.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Returnable for Lockett. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Miles. Short throw. It's Higbee. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of
teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's to the 15. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch out now. 60 series. Hey, check Mega. Steal, black. Mega. Ready?
Ritter on 1st and 10. Complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now, some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Again, Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
18 Cardinal.
On first down, Miles. That'll be caught by Cup. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On second down, Evans looking for space. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Alert!
They'll run with Allen. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Miles. He's got Higbee complete right side. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Evans, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, it'll be Evans. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That second down play nets a -4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Miles. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ritter going to change it up.
Green Jack. Hey, go Fury. 6, Mega. Claws Rag. Blaster, 6. Hut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Ready.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running right, here's Walker. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Willen. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Seahawks at 6-4 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2 yards on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ritter from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Ready?
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Ready.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well in the offensive line.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
2nd and 10.
97. White.
Ritter. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, red. Blue is striking.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Yellow, go. Slide blue.
Back to throw, Ritter. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Striker, 3-3. Smash, red. Red, cycle. Check, smash. Striker, check, striker. Ready.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. He's going to go up top again. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He gets away for 1. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers.
Here we go. Here we go.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Down.
First and 10 at the
52 blaster. Ready?
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Steel, black. Drill green. Ultra, ultra. Hey, go steel. Ready, ready.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Evans running straight ahead. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Alert! Alert! No! Check! Check!
Now a carry for Allen. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Miles. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Miles looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get it!
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Ready?
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
On the shake. 19 Lions.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Derek Hall coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. To throw on second down, Miles. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Miles. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jordan Brooks, his second sack of the night. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Ritter. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They run again with Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Ball red. Go pink.
Ritter now. And this one too low. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Ultra. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
3rd and long now. Ritter going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw it here. Ritter going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Throwing to start the drive. Miles. Short throw. It's Higbee. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
On the ready.
Second down and a yard. Operating from the gun. Miles. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Looking to throw. Miles firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Hot 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And the Rams are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Roll, unlock line.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cooper Kupp with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
16-yard line. Black swap. White. Blue.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw. Miles. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Set.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Black shot.
No gain on the play.
Hey, green.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
Ritter now on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Ready.
The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot. 17. Opposite. Green. Ready?
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Miles. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Evans running behind center. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Miles. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Yellow. Here we go. Set. 10 cycles. Slice blue. Steal. Check steal. Hut, hut.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. First down, here's Ritter. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Check pink. Steel black. Drill green. Hey, check mega. Green jack. Hut.
On second down, Ritter. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Come on, set.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
6, mega. Hut, hut.
Ritter throwing on third down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go now.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score.
Blaster, stick, blue, check. Check white. Ready.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Check Fury.
Now Ritter. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The football going back to the Rams now. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Go! Bronco switch. Bronco ready.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
Alert! No!
On the counter, it's Evans. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it. What about the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that.